Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jay and welcome to the Shiplife. So for today's cruise news, we have two canceled Alaskan cruises. Well, technically it's one, but the other one has been extremely altered. So much so that I do believe that the passengers that are sailing on that particular cruise aren't going to be too happy. Let's just say that they aren't going to get a true experience of the final frontier. Now, the reason this particular story caught my eye is because I am going to be on an Alaskan cruise starting this Friday on board Royal Caribbean's Ovation of the Seas with my mom, and I'm super excited. Now, before we get into the details of this story, I do want to let all of you know that I will be doing a live stream today talking about not only my upcoming cruise to Alaska, as it will be my final cruise, well, at least as a passenger, because I will be working on board Virgin Voyage's newest ship, the Resilient Lady. So you guys can come on in at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, ask me all the questions that you guys want, because I know a lot of people are still confused about the contract and what I'm going to be talking about and my second channel and everything. So 6 p.m., make sure you guys tune in. So as of yesterday, May 8th, unfortunately, there have been two sailings for the Celebrity Eclipse. This is a Solstice class ship that will be doing sailings over to Alaska that have been affected in, well, a negative way. This is due to natural growing barnacles on the ship's hull, causing a lot of problems, especially with the ship's speed. This is the bottom half of the ship, by the way, the hull. So the Celebrity Eclipse sailings that have been affected are taking place on the 15th of May and the 22nd of May. Unfortunately, for the 22nd sailing, it has now officially been canceled due to an urgent 7-day dry dock that has to be done in accordance with the local environmental procedures over in that particular area. I guess they got to get the barnacles off because it could become a safety risk, and there are a lot of other factors involved that honestly I don't really know about, but they got to get them off. That's the important part. Now, what's happening is for the 15th sailing, it is still going to go as planned, and to my knowledge, that will be the first Alaskan sailing for the Celebrity Eclipse. However, like I said, it's been altered in a very interesting way. So of course, Celebrity has sent out emails to all the passengers that were not only on the May 22nd sailing that has now been canceled, but also for the May 15th sailing. I'll explain why in a second, but they are giving them alternative sailing options, full refund options, and things like future cruise credit. But what's happening with the 15th sailing is that due to this barnacle situation and the ship not being able to get to the dry dock until the 22nd, the ship is going to be going at a slower speed, which unfortunately is going to cause some complications with the ports of call. A couple days ago, I did have a subscriber of mine reach out to me to inform me of the itinerary changes that are going to be taking place on the 15th sailing with the Celebrity Eclipse because they will be on that particular ship. But I've also found an article on it. So basically what's happening is, and just to kind of put you guys in the mindset, whenever it comes to Alaska cruises, a reason a lot of people book is not for the ship itself, but for the overall experience. By that, of course, I mean the ports of call. Everybody wants to go whale watching in Juneau and catch a can. They want to do the train and, you know, the White Pass and all these other things that are available for Alaska cruises. It's a lot more lax and you can have a great time, but it's a chill thing to do, but it's an unforgettable experience, at least from what I've understood by going to Alaska previous years ago. However, it will be my first cruise, but either way, the issue is that the times over in the port of calls have been extremely cut down for the Celebrity Eclipse 15th sailing. For example, they have the Hubbard Glacier. They will be there for 3 hours instead of 5. They will also be in Ketchikan for 3 hours instead of 6. Now, naturally, some of you out there might say, well, that's not such a big deal. But when you look at this as a whole, there is always the big argument is if there are changes for any particular itinerary, does it matter if it's cut down or canceled? Now, the thing is, whenever you actually book a cruise, the cruise lines do tell you straight up, and you pretty much sign the dotted line. You sign your soul away, basically stating that should something happen like a cancellation, whether it be for weather or mechanical issues, technical issues with the ship, the cruise line technically is not obligated to compensate you or really do anything to give you another port in that matter as far as a change in order to satisfy the customers, which, I mean, a lot of people are very aware of that. Now, in this particular case, for the cut downs as far as the times in the port of call, Celebrity is giving all the guests $100 to compensate them for the lost time in these ports. Now, just to give you an example, Alaska is notoriously known for being in the ports as far as the ships that are sailing over there for a very extremely long time. Whenever I go to Juneau next week, or over the weekend rather, I'll be there from noon until 11 p.m. So you see where I'm going with this. Now, this particular sailing, it does appear that either way, normally they're going to stay there a shorter time than traditionally what a lot of, let's say, the bigger ships like the NCL Bliss or My Ship Ovation of the Seas are going to be there for. But however, when you see that these times are cut down, I do believe that in the ports of call, every hour is extremely critical. It is very important, because especially when an experience like this is involved, like going to Alaska, now unfortunately a lot of the excursions have either been cut down or gone completely. They've been canceled because there's literally no way that anything can get done between that 3-hour time span. I would also like to add, for those of you that have never been on an Alaskan cruise, it can be, well, a lot steeper in price when you compare it to your typical cruise over to the Caribbean somewhere. And also, just looking at the price and everything else that's involved, the overall experience, this ain't exactly a river cruise where an hour is going to satisfy your needs. You want to go hiking, you want to go experience some of the restaurants over there. So I do believe a lot of the passengers, because they have the option, are probably going to cancel. But either way, I do want to hear from all of you. I want to know your take on this situation. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. This is a quick update, but like I said, I want to remind all of you I will be doing a live stream today as well. So come in, hang out, ask questions, and we'll have a good time. Just know that I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and also subscribe to my other channel, Jay the Nomad, where I'll be documenting my entire experience working on board Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady. I'm super excited. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later today, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care.